January 20th, 2025, and I want to tell you about Brentwood Jail, people. And it all started with Michael Drake in Greenland, New Hampshire. Michael Drake was surveilling me on Saturday, April 6th. He was riding around. He had his friend from Portsmouth. It's already been reported. That's why I filed a lawsuit. Anyways, what happened was when Michael Drake was illegally surveilling me, that gave him enough time, him and my husband, William Asher, who works for the government and the police, as well as Bethlehem PD. All of them being friends, mind you. And don't tell me or ask me, how do you know that? I can tell you right now, I've got fucking credentials. I may have been stripped of them, but I still use them, okay, on my own recognizance. Not only that, but it's called naturally inherited intelligence. Do you not have a fucking brain? Do you not have common sense? Do you not see what goes on around you? Well, I do. And I don't sit down about it. When you do me wrong, I'm going to take it to the fucking top. And if I have to repeat it, go from A to Z and start back with A again, I will repeat, okay? Just like you put your kids through a second time of kindergarten, maybe, because they can't tie their fucking shoes. Or maybe they're tongue-tied. What do you say? Okay, so anyways, Michael Drake from Greenland, New Hampshire, he is a hopscotching fucking cop, all right? He used to be a detective for the sheriff's department, I believe out of Stratford County. So when he told me that, small talk, he said that he used to have a girlfriend. Girlfriend? Don't you mean boyfriend? From Bellows Falls? And wouldn't that have been William Asher? Maybe under a different name. And so that's how and why you got into my FBI bag that was zip tied, right? And so when he pulled up on me, it was because he had been sitting across from me for a moment. Here's where it starts getting interesting. So again, a little recap of it. I had been sitting in my vehicle, just starting to get everything done first thing in the morning. I had been in to get coffee at the travel center, filled a carafe full of water, and had changed my cat's litter box. And Michael Drake, he was sitting across from me. I didn't know what his issue was at the time. He had his little lights on, so I took a picture and I did a video. And as soon as he saw me surveilling him, well, lo and behold, he came across the street. Now, Tara Tucker, the chief of police, tried to tort me with saying that it's illegal to video in public when they're doing something. Tara, you fucked up on that too. So I reported it all, okay? But what led up to the reporting is right here. When Michael Drake and his friends, like William Asher, my husband, and a couple others, they retaliated. They swatted me. They went through my FBI filings and my statements, and they didn't have a search warrant to do that. Nor did they have a reason other than to retaliate against me by planting evidence called marijuana in my vehicle. Mind you, this case has already been dismissed, people. That's why I filed the lawsuit. So Michael Drake torting me, harassing me, wouldn't allow me to have my jacket in inclement weathers. I ended up in cardiac distress. He put me into cardiac distress, okay? He was lying about me and said that he seen me smoking something. He said that he saw me swallowing something. Another little yoo-hoo said, oh, she's got track marks. No, the fuck I did not. I had dried fingernail polish that splattered on my leg, okay? That was just on the side of my tattoo, on the right side of my leg. Now, if that had been the fact, why did they have somebody with their knee in my back as I was on the ground, just holding me up and talking? They were all gathered around me in a fucking circle at the travel center in Greenland, okay? Exit 3. I'm sitting on the fucking ground, suffering from cardiac distress and hypothermia at this time. They get me finally into the ambulance, but they just kept on checking my pulse. Oh, well, she's still breathing. Oh, so why didn't you put me into the fucking ambulance then? Were you trying to kill me? I think so. So I get into the ambulance by the EMTs, and one starts torting me, yelling at me, telling me that I'm in control of what's happening to me. I remember this, okay? I also told them don't put medications into me. But they did anyway. It says so in the chart. So Michael Drake, I was in your custody and I don't take medications, and I was already dismissed from your retaliative and illegal tactics. So that means you took me gunpoint, restrained, and against my will in your cruiser. You lied about me when you said that you saw me smoking something, swallowing something, and if I did, and you did, why didn't they test me? So when I get to Brentwood jail, they decided hours later to take me to medical. The girl told me I had alcohol in my system. Bitch, if I had alcohol in my system, y'all better explain it. Oh, okay, well, we're going to take that off. But you have marijuana in your system. But what else did you say I had in my system? Exactly. Come back now. Say why you said I had alcohol in my system. Okay? And also tell me why I was perfectly fine until 11 p.m. shift, and about 20 minutes into it, I had to move into a cell that had running water and a broken faucet, and I got electrocuted. When I told about it, and I kept on telling about it, and I filed 6 grievances, they all laughed at me. The next morning, the girl came and told me that I couldn't have my pen and paper and that I was on suicidal watch. Who fucking labeled me? Okay? They also tortured me. The guy holding up the jug of water saying, Carson, did you say you wanted some water? Because there was no water in Brentwood jail. Was there? Anybody remember that? Totality Day, April 8th of 2024. If you were in Brentwood Correctional Facility, you know there was no water, right? And early in the morning, you couldn't flush the toilets. There was nothing in the faucets, right? Okay, thank you. So there you go. I was denied all of my rights. I was neglected, medically neglected, and distressed still today. Now, when I went back to get my vehicle and my cat was locked up in SPCA. Unwarrantedly, when I said to Michael Drake, when he asked me, is there anybody that can take your cat? And I said, yeah, my friend is inside. Oh, well, we're just going to call him. Somebody come get him. Off to fucking SPCA. It cost me $80 and they altered my cat. He'll never be the same. He was traumatized. I was traumatized. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole lot more to it. Okay? So, noting my charges were dismissed before it even hit the courtroom. I guarantee you, this case isn't going to be dismissed. William Asher, thank you.